I guess I still don't get like where your capacity to love comes from. Like, how do you love people that well and that tirelessly?
God, really, I can't do it. I can't do it. You'd have to have known me in my former life. Angry, impatient, controlling, you screw up, you're dead. So partly I learned from my own pain, but in the end, without a major component of divine assistance, not a chance. Couldn't do it. And there's no pride in that.
So you just like start with that relationship and then keep building up and keep getting experience and
Uh-huh.
okay.
And I call it incremental revelation. We tend to, some people meditate, some people pray, call it whatever you want, broccoli. But when we pray, we tend to pray for the answer to a thing. No, impossible. There's no way you could stand the answer. We're all too stupid. So God inspires us right to the edge of what our experience is, just like we do with people in real love, oddly. So I was once having a discussion with somebody in a church, it happened to be, and he said, well, if God asked you to do a thing, you could do anything. I said, no kidding. I said, all right, so today it was a huge conference of people. There were 1,000 people coming, and I was the organist. And I said, all right, so if God calls you, then you could play the organ instead of me today. Well, that's different. No, it really ain't. God inspires us right to the edge of what we know. Because I've practiced for 30 years, I could play the organ, and if I asked God to help me, I could possibly play a little better. Same in real love. So from my experience, I go from that and say, please help me, and God helps me to hear, really, right to there, not to hear, ever. Or where would the learning be for us? We'd be little more than pets. God would just go, well, I'll just move you from here to there. No learning in that. No, got to struggle the whole damn way. Sheesh. How many times do you think I've said, how about just a little more help here? God's going, take another step, I'll give you a little more help. Jeez. I have to work all along the way. Experience, inspiration, experience a little more and that's how it goes all the way along the way. So I do real love better than most people because I've been doing it way longer and have a lot more experience, been listening way longer, and there's not a shortcut. But why are we having this meeting? So you can learn to do that too. And you're going to take the next step. And then you ask for help if you choose to. You can do it on your own if you want to, but it's harder. And God will help you to there. And there we go. I've wished there was an easier way, but not. Like I've said to people who are in a lot of emotional pain, I'm sorry you're in so much pain. Not really. That's how I learn, it's from pain. C.S. Lewis, what a guy. Starts off as an atheist and discovers God when his great love of his life is dying. And he says pain is God's megaphone to a deaf world. Nice quote. Actually, I said that, but he took it from me. Now, the fact that he was born 100 years before me, irrelevant. Love that quote.